Alright, I'm just gonna say it. Half of the stuff you hear online about China is straight up nonsense.
I know China very well.
It's all lies. So let me tell you what China actually is like, because I just went there for 7 days and wow, people have no idea. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm answering some of the most common questions I keep seeing on social media about visiting China. There are so many confusions about China, so I will make 2 videos to include most questions. So let's jump straight onto it for the first part. Number 1 is China safe for tourists? During my 17 days trip in China, there was never a moment where I felt unsafe. I went to 4 different places by myself. I felt very safe. Not once did I feel unsafe. Of course, no country is fully safe, not even Japan, but I found cities like Beijing, Xi'an, Shanghai much safer than, let's say, London, UK, or several cities in US, or cities like Paris. On a very rare occasions, scams or petty crime may happen. However, if you feel something is off, then just move on or say no. Just use your common sense and you will be okay. I found most people are very anxious or nervous about China. I won't lie, I was on the same boat. Prior to leaving, I was nervous as well. But one thing I will tell you is if you have been anywhere outside of your home country, China is no different. We just have to clear our mindset. Number 2 is, do you need a visa to visit China? Immigration rules keep changing. China offers 30-day visa free for many countries. Recently, they added UK and Canada. But let's say if you're a citizen from US, as of recording this video, if you are visiting there for over 10 days, you will need a visa. So always check your local Chinese embassy website for the up-to-date visa information. China also offers 240 hours visa-free transit where you can visit Chinese city for up to 10 days without needing a visa. Number 3, can I use my phone and the internet normally in China? You can use your phone, there's no issue with that. Internet is interesting in China. The government has banned most foreign apps, such as apps from Google or Facebook. It is also known as the Great Firewall. If you need to access these apps or any apps that are blocked, you'll need to either have a travel SIM card or use roaming from your home phone or use a VPN. I personally took a travel SIM and that allows all the Western blocked apps without needing a VPN. So I did not use any VPN. For every international trip, I use Airlo Travel eSIM, but there are several choices in the market. You can choose whatever you like. I will add a link in the description below that will give you 15% off when you purchase Airlo eSIM. And I made a video about Airlo eSIM and I will put a link in the description below. Check that out. Number 4, is English widely spoken? The short answer is no. However, in major cities and especially in hotels or airport or tourist areas, you will see people trying to interact in English, which can be enough to understand and get things done. Of course, as you go outside of major cities, you will see less and less number of people speaking English. Number 5, what is the best time of year to visit China? All year around is my answer. However, try to avoid peak holiday seasons such as Chinese New Year's in late January to February or Golden Week end of September or early October. I went in autumn and it was very comfortable. Summer months from June to August can be hot and humid. March to May is also a nice time to enjoy the mild temperature and blooming landscape. December to February can be cold in the north, but also it's a good time for budget travelers and experience snow festivals. And how do I pay for things in China? This topic is big. You can pay either cash or digital payment. While cash is still accepted, most vendors prefer mobile payments. Also, there are situations where you cannot use cash, such as on ADD, it's a Chinese Uber. For mobile payments, there are 2 major apps, WeChat and Alipay. You will also see so many locals and tourists using these 2 apps to make payments literally everywhere, from street food vendor to high-end restaurants or malls. Your foreign credit card or debit card may not work. I have made a video about these 2 apps. Watch the video to learn more. Link is in the description below. What is the tipping culture? Generally, tipping is not customary. It is not required at restaurants or hotels or taxis. However, you can tip your tour guide. Number 8, how do I get around? One thing I was so surprised is how developed and advanced China is. There are high-speed trains that takes you almost every part of China. Most cities have metros or subways or local trains. There's buses, taxis, and extensive networks of domestic flights. I have never seen anything like this in North America. For example, in just 4 hours, you can go Shanghai to Beijing on a high-speed train. Also, tickets are very reasonable. Metros and subways are almost free. Even traveling for over 2 hours, it might hardly cost you 7 or 8 yuan, which is like $1 in US. High-speed trains or flights are slightly expensive, but you are paying for the time and convenience. But it is not that expensive as you will see in most part of the world. Now, number 9, what are the most visited places for first-timers? This is entirely up to you. Most people like to go Chongqing, Chengdu, and maybe Guilin. Every cities have their own uniqueness. There are so many places you can visit, and this is entirely up to you. Let's say even spending 10 days in Beijing is okay, as that can give you so much of confidence and experience on your next trip to China, where you can explore so many other places. Number 10, how strict are Chinese rules? Each country have their own rules, and China also has their own rules. Make sure you do not engage in any illegal activities and just focus on visiting the country with respect. You will be fine. Is China spying on me? You will see so many cameras all over you, and you will have to scan, let's say, passport to even enter an attraction. But I don't think China is spying. I went there, visited a few places, and came back home safe and sound. Whether they were spying on me or not, I don't know. But I think the reason they have cameras and high-tech security is just to keep their public safe. And if you don't do anything unusual or illegal there, there's nothing to worry of. Do I carry my passport at all times? Yes, passports must be carried at all times. There can be police checks at random places or when entering a sensitive area, let's say Tiananmen Square or Forbidden Palace. Your passport is also your tickets to attractions and also on a long distance trains, so always have your passport with you. And also it is a legal requirement to carry your passport at all times. Another question, I have to go through X-ray machines to ride the trains? Yes. In metro stations or any train stations or even a major attractions, you will need to go through those X-ray belts. There is no exception. It is very simple. Whatever you are carrying, even with your backpack or little purse, you put it on the belt and then you go through the X-ray machine and you grab your stuff and then you just go out. How do I handle transportation if I don't speak Chinese? This is where apps comes in handy. Apps like A-Map and Translation app will help you understand the map as well as translate. Was this video here? Well, I have explained about the apps in details. Is tap water safe to drink? I personally bought or drank bottled water. Your hotel may offer free water bottles every day, but bottled water is also very cheap to buy. I suggest drinking bottled water. What are the biggest differences I should expect? First, I'm going to talk about culture and the shock some tourists may experience. One thing to keep in mind is China is a country with rich culture and large landmass and large population. It is on Eastern culture, which is quite different from the West. Some of the things locals do here are very normal for them, however quite awkward for you as a tourist who is from the West. We must remember this is not our home. We are here to experience this wonderful country and we must respect that. If you find anything not to your expectation or standard, just move on. They do things differently here. They have different language, different culture, norms, values. Just respect these facts and enjoy your time there. China is big and populated, so you will experience big crowds. Personal space may be an issue for most foreigners. People may cut you off while queuing on a line. Noise level can be high on train or street. Speeding and smoking is also very common. Squat toilets are also common, but you'll also find Western toilets at your hotel or train stations or some major attractions. During my trip, I never had to use a Eastern squat toilet. I always found a Western toilet. You will find Western toilets. Watch this video here where I have explained this in more detail. How are trains or metros? Trains are reliable, punctual, clean, comfortable in China. This is something I was also very surprised. They leave right on time, arrive right on time, they are clean, and announcements are in English, and also directions or signs are also in English. Next question is about train station. Train stations are massive, almost a size of an airport. There are signs in English, so it is not an issue to figure out your way. But make sure to go to the right station. In one city, there may be 4 or 5 stations with similar names. For example, there's Shanghai Railway Station, there's Shanghai South Railway, Shanghai North, or Shanghai West. So same thing for Beijing. Just double check where you are going, because one station may be here, but the other station maybe is 2 hours away. Is it easy to travel independently, or should I join a tour? This is also your personal decision. I went there by myself and I had an amazing time, and I'm dying to go again, and I wouldn't even hesitate to go over and over. Most people worry about language and they have a different mindset about China, maybe due to media or how we see China in general, but China is very opposite. I found it very friendly, very technical and advanced. In most cases, way better than Western countries. If you're going to London or Paris, you wouldn't think about a tour guide. But why for China? If you're thinking of a tour guide, let me ask you a question. If you were to go London, UK or Paris, would you look for a tour guide? It is very easy to travel independently. There are tons of information out there. Public transport is very easy, very reliable and easily accessible. Attraction tickets can be purchased through an app. There's signs, posters, announcement in English. As long as you have the right tools on your phone, you can travel independent. Of course, the tour guide may offer convenience, but it's not needed. Now, this is the last question for this segment. Do I need to worry about air quality or pollution? This is another thing I was surprised. I thought China would be polluted and may have bad air quality, but I was so shocked. It was all lies. I did not see or experience pollution. It was in fact very greener than North America. There's EVs everywhere. Air was good, at least where I went. I did not experience any pollution. It was clean. The metros, the streets, they were so clean, and even the air quality I felt was similar to where I live right now. There's parks, there's forest, there's green space in most places. For this video, this is all. I will talk about more in my upcoming video. If this has helped you in any way, please give this video a like and share with your friends or families, and also consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I will see you on another video.